Right now, your brain is engaged in a silent war against itself, where the prize is your future. You probably feel like you're losing because even the simplest productive tasks feel mentally heavy, while you still have the energy to scroll for hours on end. This isn't a flaw in your personality. It is the result of a highly efficient biological machine that has been trained to seek the wrong rewards. Most people think their inability to focus is a permanent part of who they are, but neuroscience shows that your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on what you repeatedly do. This concept, known as neuroplasticity, means that the same brain that has been trained to be distracted can be retrained to be powerful. The reason hard tasks feel impossible is that your brain has adapted to a state of constant overstimulation. When you spend your day consuming short-form content, you are training your brain to expect a new novelty hit every few seconds. This constant bombardment of fast-moving videos and notifications creates a dopamine overload that changes your reward threshold. Eventually, your brain becomes so used to high-intensity rewards with zero effort that ordinary activities like reading, studying, or working start to feel physically painful. It's a phenomenon called psychological contrast. When your baseline for stimulation is a soda-sweet digital world, the strawberries of real life taste bland and uninspiring. To rewire your brain, you must first understand the variable reward system that keeps you trapped. Digital platforms are essentially slot machines in your pocket, offering unpredictable hits of social validation and entertainment that keep you checking your phone unconsciously. This creates a state of attention fragmentation, where you are never fully engaged in any one thing. Every time your attention jumps, you pay a switching cost, which drains your cognitive energy and leaves you mentally exhausted even if you haven't done anything difficult. Your brain never gets the recovery time it needs to function properly. The first step in reclaiming your mind is not adding a new productivity hack, but reducing the noise. You need to restore your brain's sensitivity to dopamine so that normal life feels rewarding again. This starts with a fundamental shift. You must learn to tolerate boredom. In the modern world, we treat boredom like an emergency, reaching for our phones the moment we face a second of silence. But boredom is actually the bridge to deeper thinking and creativity. It is the moment when your brain finally has the space to connect ideas. By intentionally spending time without stimulation, walking without music, eating without a screen, or just sitting quietly, you begin to retrain your brain to find satisfaction in the slow. Rewiring your brain also requires a biological foundation. You cannot expect to do hard things if your brain is operating on a broken battery. Sleep is not just rest. It is the maintenance cycle where your brain clears out metabolic waste and consolidates memories. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for self-control and rational thinking, making you more impulsive and less disciplined. Furthermore, early exposure to natural light resets your internal clock, improving your mood and serotonin levels for the entire day. Without these biological basics, your willpower will always be at a disadvantage. When it comes to actually performing hard tasks, the biggest mistake people make is relying on motivation. Motivation is an unreliable feeling that changes based on your stress, sleep, and mood. Consistent people don't wait for the right mood. They build systems that remove the need for a choice. A system reduces friction for good habits while increasing it for bad ones. If you want to study, your books should be open and ready before you start. If you want to stop doom scrolling, your phone should be in another room. The smartest form of discipline is simply designing an environment where you don't have to use discipline at all. A core part of this system is the identity shift. Instead of telling yourself you are trying to be productive, you must start identifying as a person who is productive. Human beings naturally behave according to who they believe they are. If you believe you are lazy or inconsistent, your brain will work to prove you right. But if you identify as a reader or a trainer, your actions will slowly begin to match that belief because it feels uncomfortable to act against your own identity. You build this identity through evidence. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become.
This is why you must start smaller than your ego wants. Perfectionism is the enemy of consistency. Most people fail because they try to start with 2-hour workouts or 8-hour study sessions and burn out within days. Your brain cares more about repetition than intensity. 5 minutes of a hard task done every single day is infinitely more powerful than one massive burst of effort followed by weeks of inactivity. When you make the starting process easy, you reduce the mental resistance that makes hard tasks feel impossible. Once you start, momentum usually takes over. To manage the mental friction that occurs during hard work, you need to develop emotional control. Your brain has a natural negativity bias that prioritizes threats and mistakes. When you face a difficult challenge, your survival software often defaults to self-doubt or anxiety. You can retrain this pattern through a 30-day process of awareness, interruption, and replacement. First, you must notice when a negative thought loop begins. Instead of engaging with the thought, you physically interrupt it. Take a breath, shift your posture, or move your body. Finally, you replace the distorted thought with a realistic one. You aren't forcing fake positivity. You're reclaiming control over your internal narrative. Consistency is further bolstered by visual tracking. Your brain responds strongly to visible progress, which is why calendars and checklists are so effective. Even when you don't feel like you're improving, seeing a streak of completed tasks provides the psychological evidence your brain needs to stay committed. This is how you survive the invisible progress stage, where the changes are happening internally but haven't yet manifested in the mirror or your bank account. As you rebuild your focus, you will notice a strange shift in your perception of time. In the cycle of constant dopamine hits, weeks blur together because your brain stops deeply encoding experiences. But when you become intentional and present, life starts to feel slower and fuller again. You begin to realize that your ancestors didn't have the 8-hour sleep blocks we struggle with today. They lived in a rhythm of first and second sleep, with a midnight window of wakefulness used for reflection and storytelling. This history reminds us that our modern struggle with focus and sleep isn't because we are broken, but because our biology is remembering a world that didn't have a smartphone screen in every hand. In a world designed to hijack your attention, the ability to focus voluntarily is becoming the most valuable skill you can own. Intelligence is common, but sustained attention is becoming rare. If you can protect your mind from overstimulation and build systems that prioritize repetition over perfection, you will have a massive advantage in every area of life. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but through the compounding effect of 1% daily improvements. Start today by picking one small habit and sticking to it. Don't wait for the perfect Monday or the perfect mood. Your brain is always learning. The only question is whether you're teaching it to react or teaching it to lead. Reclaim your focus, rebuild your identity, and you will find that the hard tasks were only ever hard because you were fighting your own biology. Now, go turn the screen off and give your brain the silence it needs to win.